Peter Craig Dutton is an Australian Liberal Party politician who has been Minister for Defence since March 2021 and the Member of Parliament for Dickson since 2001. Dutton previously served in numerous cabinet roles under the Howard, Abbott, Turnbull and Morrison governments, including as Minister for Home Affairs from 2017 to 2021. In the 1 August 2018 leadership spill, Dutton challenged Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull for the leadership of the Liberal Party, but was defeated by 48 votes to 35. In the aftermath of the spill, Dutton announced his resignation from the second Turnbull ministry and rejected an invitation from Turnbull to remain in the cabinet. During the fallout of the failed leadership bid, some Australians placed potatoes on doorways and windowsills across the country in recognition of Peter Dutton's apparent likeness to the vegetable. In the second leadership contest, Dutton was defeated by Treasurer and Acting Home Affairs Minister Scott Morrison by 45 votes to 40. Following the appointment of Morrison as the new Prime Minister on the 24th of August, Dutton was reappointed Home Affairs Minister in the Morrison government, but relinquished his duties and responsibilities for immigration and border protection. Dutton was born in the northern Brisbane suburb of Boondall, the eldest of 5 children, with 1 brother and 3 sisters. His mother Ailsa Leach worked in childcare and his father Bruce Dutton was a builder. Dutton finished high school at the Anglican St. Paul's School, Bald Hills. He is the great-great-grandson of the pastoralist squatter Charles Boydell Dutton. He is also a descendant of Captain Richard James Coley, who was Queensland's first Sergeant-at-Arms, who built Brisbane's first private dwelling and who gave evidence confirming the mass poisonings of Aboriginal Australians at Kalkoy in 1842. Dutton joined the Young Liberals in 1988. He became the policy vice-chair of the Bayside Young Liberals the following year and chair of the branch in 1990. At the 1989 Queensland state election, the 19-year-old Dutton ran unsuccessfully as the Liberal candidate against Tom Burns in the safe Labor seat of Lytton. Dutton graduated from the Queensland Police Academy in 1990. He was a Queensland police officer for 9 years, working in the drug squad in Brisbane in the early 1990s. He also worked in the sex offenders squad and the National Crime Authority. As a second job, he worked with his father in a building business. In 1999, Dutton left the Queensland Police. Allegations were made that his departure was due to an incident of misconduct. Documentation filed in the District Court of Queensland in 2000 describes Dutton's resignation as being prompted by a loss of driving confidence resulting from an incident on 4 August 1998. Dutton was driving an unmarked Mazda 626 during a covert surveillance operation. Dutton rolled his car while in pursuit of an escaped prisoner who was driving erratically. Dutton also suffered numerous physical injuries during the accident, and as a result, was hospitalized briefly and bedridden for a week. Dutton had sought damages of $250,000 from the escaped prisoner's insurance company but dropped the claim in 2005. He went on to become a businessman, completing a Bachelor of Business at the Queensland University of Technology. He and his father founded the business Dutton Holdings, which was registered in 2000. It operated under 6 different trading and business names. The company bought, renovated, and converted buildings into childcare centers, and in 2002 it sold 3 childcare centers to the now defunct ABC Learning. ABC Learning continued to pay rent to Dutton Holdings for a commercial lease until at least 2007. Dutton Holdings continues to trade under the name Dutton Building and Development. Dutton was elected to the division of Dickson at the 2001 election, defeating Labour's Cheryl Curnow. He was elevated to the ministry after the 2004 election as Minister for Workforce Participation, a position he held until January 2006. He was then appointed Assistant Treasurer and Minister for Revenue. He successfully retained Dickson at the 2007 election, which saw the government lose office. However, his margin was reduced to just 217 votes more than Labour's Fiona McNamara. Following the 2007 election, Dutton was promoted to shadow cabinet by the new Liberal leader Brendan Nelson as Shadow Minister for Finance, Competition Policy and Deregulation. In 2008, he chose not to be present in the chamber during the apology to the stolen generations, which enjoyed bipartisan support. He said, "I regarded it as something which was not going to deliver tangible outcomes to kids who are being raped and tortured in communities in the 21st century." Later, in a 2014 interview with the Sydney Morning Herald, Dutton said he regretted boycotting the apology. "I underestimated the symbolic and cultural significance of it." In September 2008, Nelson was replaced as Liberal leader.